When it comes to tells, you have probably heard of all the classics. Strong means weak, weak means strong, or a player drinking water after a bet means they have it. While a lot of the tells should be left for Hollywood, there are also ones you should definitely know about. I am Vivian Saliba, and in this video I'm going to share 5 tips for picking up tells from your opponents. Pay attention to bet sizes. Once you have played with an opponent for some time, you should have an idea about their standard betting sizes. Let's say someone has previously raised 2 times to 3x the big blind. On one of the occasions, you were able to get a showdown and saw that the player in question had a very weak hand. Now, the player changed their pattern and is raising to 5x the big blind. This is an indicator that they might have a stronger hand than they had the times before. Even though you shouldn't base all your decisions on inconsistent betting sizes, this may help you in some cases. Look for timing tells. The amount of time a player takes before making a decision can tell you a lot about the strength of their hand. Imagine that you are in the hijack and you're the first to raise. Without taking a moment to consider his options, the player in the cutoff moves all in. All the other players fold, and you need to decide if you will call the all-in or not. The player in the cutoff didn't even consider just calling your raise, nor 3-betting. They had pretty much already made their mind up about putting all their chips in the middle, disregarding the other actions. The quickness of their all-in indicates that most of the time they will have a rather strong hand. In this case, we can fold the weaker part of our standard calling range. Be aware of contradictory behavior. For some unknown reasons, players will intentionally show their tells hoping they will interfere with the decision-making process of their opponents. And for even more unknown reasons, in some cases, it works. If a player is facing a river bet and after taking a long time, sides several times, shows signs of being puzzled, and then ends up moving all in, they probably have a very strong hand. The fact that they behaved weakly and took such a strong action as going all in is contradictory, and it can reveal a lot about their hand strength. Observe body language. Looking for micro-expressions of distress or excitement during a hand is an important thing, but you should also look for signs before entering the hand. Let's imagine you're considering raising a weak holding, and while deciding your action, you notice that a player who has been on their phone the whole time has put the phone away and is focused and looking attentively at you. This can be a strong indication that the player in question is going to enter the hand, potentially raising you. So you may want to fold your weaker hands in this spot. Using tells like this can save you a lot of chips in the long run. Stay focused when you're not in a hand. One of the biggest mistakes players make when playing live poker is not paying enough attention to hands they aren't involved in. You lose the opportunity to gain information on your opponents if you're scrolling on social media, talking to someone seated next to you, or lost in your thoughts while listening to your favorite beats. By paying attention to every action that takes place, you can determine patterns and learn about the emotional state of your opponents. For example, someone who just lost a big pot to a bad beat might play worse and more aggressive in the following hands. Every bit of information is important and key in detecting tells from other players. So, while you may not ever know if someone touching their face means they're bluffing, paying attention can provide you with valuable information, give you an edge on your opponents, and help you make better decisions at the poker table. What do you think is the most reliable poker tell? Let us know in the comments below. 888 Poker, made to play.